I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say you, Arisen?
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
I see you recognise my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honoured to serve.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work. Oft does the bow prevail where the blade cannot. Pray allow me the chance to demonstrate my skills as an archer.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
The presence of a single mage can turn the tide of battle. Allow me to lend my magics to your cause. Delighted to meet you, especially if we share a sweet tooth. Need healing. I'm happy to oblige. Hold on. Stay right there.
How are things?
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say. A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
Shall we get underway?
Stepped it in.
I'm dead on my feet after today's time.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey. The lad's in Vernworth now. He's eager. I'll give him that. Expedition, sword.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock, and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note, and he'll take care of the rest.
Stepped it in.
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done. Perhaps. Once we've concluded this bit of business, we might allow ourselves a moment's rest. There's no great shock to me.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Why? He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do. Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master? The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found.
The items on this list can be crafted by combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found.
I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
So long as we remember to keep to our assigned roles, we shall be a united front in the face of any foe.
It is no great shock to me.
That's everything on the list. What say we lighten our packs by delivering it all to Sir Marcus? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Marcus ought to be procuring supplies somewhere north of here. Hand him that note, and he'll take care of the rest.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
If you are in need, I must serve.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Now that we've delivered the items on the list, I suppose we ought to report back to Sir Geoffrey.
Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Ready to tackle today's adventures, Arisen? I'm full of vim myself.
Oi! Many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have seen the encampment resupplied, and Sir Geoffrey with one less care. A good deed all round.
Not a bad idea.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long.
Fancy a gander?
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? Plight can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
What must needs be done?
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Pray, do not impede me, sir. I'm on duty.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Much obliged.
Shopping is such fun.
Spending gold to make gold. Is that not a contradiction? It's no great shock to me. If you can weather a harpy assault unaided, shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek. Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Akado's rescue? This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Right, just follow me.
How am I meant to slay the beasts if I cannot strike them? Get down here, you feathered fiends! Who are you? Have you come to aid me? See. Phil and Enrique sent you to watch my...
Not like a curative to pull on the bib. I suppose there is such a thing as too much sleep. I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
We were overconfident in our abilities.
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I've the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Let me be the one to collect it.
Here, if you please.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Akado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Here at last.
enlisted troops will get more out of their training if they had a soldier of your caliber to guide them.
Best quality soldier can have. Or to polish up my gear tomorrow.
Time to be heading home.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me any time.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. 'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? After you, Arisen.
Well,
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Decisions, decisions. What are we tarrying for? Onward, I say. behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory? When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
I suppose 'tis so.
Pitiable Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Rousing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Best keep your distance. It isn't safe here.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate. this moment forth. Thou art arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds, and I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. All perished, save you. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
If we keep searching, I'm sure we'll find something.
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Doubtful. The way I hear it, about a dozen arisen had crawled out of the woodwork by the time the throne had settled. Not that I care a lick either way.
This ladder can take us to new heights. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well, you ought to not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover. Well, you ought to...
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold, when one has enough of them to combine. must take care not to throw it away by mistake.
I've a no rooms of every kind. Some call it culture.
Well met, sir.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit reborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
Ah, yes, now I see.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time.
Oh, there's something written here.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Live with myself.
I'll earn the coin I need. My wares. I'm in fine fettle today.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... 'tis a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe, but my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
Mayhap you should speak with Selena before we depart.
'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us. Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
magics are at your disposal.
Over here!
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
That's the spirit! Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Not a bad idea.
Over here! Over here!
In the end, it was all for naught.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I'd thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
I'll get that for you. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
This is my sort of place.
I have but 2 words for that performance. Utter perfection.
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we.
These old bones hard no one about.
That work is late as I used to anymore.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
I'd have sworn I had ought to attend to.
As they say.
could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
Do we have a look around?
Don't you e'er tire of running to and fro? Well, you ought not strain yourself.
Well met, sir. How might I be served?
Nod off where I stand. Yes? Is there something I can do for you?
Last. Some peace and quiet.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way. Come along now.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
This way. Come along now.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Perhaps you might join the fight yourself.
Aptly said.
Pray, say the word.
This way. Come along.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. They're still
This is just... what's needed.
Over a moment's in caution. It shan't happen again.
Too fast for you.
This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of.
If you need that destroyed, I'm your pawn. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance. What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue? From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
And before I forget, the pawns in this party are women all.
And I've no objections.
Come along now.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. This way.
Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I'm on duty.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on. Come along now.
This is no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
This way. Come along now. This way.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Come along now.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
It's not brawn and might that win the day, but deft fingers and a light step, as I trust my thievery's shown you.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
This way.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
I hope the day ahead shall be a joyous one.
This way.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen.
"'Twas an honor to lend my curative arts to your cause, one I would gladly assist again.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Come along now.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
This way. Come along now.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
I've just had a thought.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here. Come along now.
How might I serve you, Arisen? The sun climbs high. I grant you roaring flame.
This way.
is a battle won, I suppose.
Come along now.
I cannot fault you, prowess. Come, follow my example.
Bad idea.
This way.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that room go to waste.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
Come along now.
Fire appears to be rather effective. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
This way.
Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray, cast it anew!
I shan't let you off.
This way.
An astounding discovery. Most impressive. Such a thing escaped my master's notice entirely.
Come along now.
Where ought we to go now?
This way. What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Pray, beautiful! I grant you fire's blade. Use it well.
would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brant. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now, the road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. Not everything needs reporting.
There ought not to be water here. I have an ill feeling about this.
This way.
At once, Master.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
To be heading home.
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend to.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid. We're setting out.
Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea.
Off we trot.
I've got to focus. Shift to each.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
It's fine. Out of the cart, all of you.
Have courage!
Master! Goblins!
Careful now. Not bad.
Anything more where that came from?
Splendid.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long. I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful. The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Greetings.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brant, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melve, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
We are never truly their number evidence. Watch over.
Off to market I go.
Some might find seeming tedious.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Welcome.
I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Wish I could go on an adventure.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
What about you? Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
A good sleep does wonders.